I'm very calm right now at the moment, but I know once I get there, I'm going to be freaking out. So now I'm just kind of enjoying the process and letting it sink in. Not at all. I think that, again, I told you this last time too, and it's because I just watched the interview a couple days ago, but I said in my last interview with you that my career has been accelerated compared to others. And it was totally not my intention to be fighting for a world championship at this stage, and I just joined the gym because I wanted to lose weight. So I think, yeah, it wasn't part of my vision, but now that it's here, I'm like, all right, let's do it. I had a feeling it was going to be Emily because out of all of the other women in the division, she's been consistent. She's been fighting, winning, and keeping close to weight. She never turned down a fight. So I actually thought that it was going to be her. There were other women in the division such as Anastasia, but she hasn't proved that she could make 125. So I thought that might have ruled her out. And then the other new signees such as Valley Laterno, they haven't even fought for the Bellator yet. So I figured it wasn't going to be any of them. But honestly, if I could choose anybody, I would choose Emily because our fight I thought was really close. It went to decision. Even though it was unanimous, it was still back and forth. It was my biggest test to date. And again, I think she's deserving of it. She was getting ready for Valerie, and then 1 week out, she had the opponent change to Jessica. So I think that had something to do with it because she did go the distance to Jessica. But I think, again, it comes down to styles. Jessica was a tough matchup stylistically for Emily, so I think that's why it also went the distance. However, I think, right, so as far as her two fights, I didn't see anything else new. She wrestled, she out-grappled her opponents. Didn't get to see too much of her striking, but I'm not going to count that out. I know that she has really good stand-up. She just wasn't able to showcase it in those fights. And I think that if anything changes for this fight, it's going to be just her, I lit a fire under her ass to come back and avenge her loss. So I think it's going to come down to who has the most heart, who wants it more. So I actually think that it was a good thing that the UFC opened up a 125 division, and because if anything, it shed light on our division because we were the ones that started it, Bellator. So I think it was a good thing. I think that it definitely does draw a lot of debate, who is going to be the #1 flyweight in the world. I think whoever wins this belt for Bellator is going to be the #1 flyweight in the world. We're going to be the first major promotion in the U.S. to crown a champion in this division. And I think it's a good thing for women's MMA in general and for the flyweights. And I don't know. I think I think there's going to be a lot of debate about it, but I really truly believe that whoever wins the belt for Bellator is going to be #1. I absolutely need to get a finish this time. Again, the first fight with Emily was great. It was back and forth, but it was too close for me. And I do want to establish myself as the #1 flyweight in the world, and I think that with a finish, that is definitely possible.